Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's case is pure sovereign citizen chaos colliding with one judge who has absolutely no patience for nonsense, Judge Simpson. Viewers love him because he's strict, he's fair, and he doesn't let clowns turn his courtroom into a comedy club. And when a SovCit strolls in armed with YouTube law instead of real law, you can almost feel his tolerance evaporate in real time. So let's get into it as the clerk calls People versus Tariq Day, and the train wreck officially begins.
Court calls case People versus Tariq Day.
Nimish Ganatra, Senior Assistant Prosecuting Attorney for People.
Hello, Tariq Samar, Tariq Day here.
Already, Judge. Court Officer, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Day.
He's there. Can you turn on your camera, sir?
I don't have any contract with a public defender's office.
You what?
I don't have any contract with the public defender's office to represent me.
You don't have a contract with them?
Correct.
Yes, Judge. I reached out to Mr. Day to try to help pre-try this case.
It's going to be a Bellinger's thing?
I think so, Judge.
Okay, go for it.
My understanding is that he had enough counsel that he's going to have, I believe, on his file. And I wish him good luck if that's the case, but I don't see another attorney here, so I don't know what's going on, Your Honor.
No,
Mr. Day?
I'm defending myself. I told him that I would notify the court that I relieved him of any implied obligations to this case.
Of course he did, because in his mind, firing a real lawyer is step one of his master plan. After all, why rely on someone with years of legal training when you've just binge-watched 3 nights of sovereign citizen videos and now think you've unlocked secret law? He genuinely believes YouTube comments and fringe forums outrank actual court procedure. To him, that public defender isn't help. He's an obstacle to the fantasy where he talks his way out of a felony with buzzwords and made-up rights.
So you're going to represent yourself?
I'm defending myself, correct.
Okay, then you need to be here. Now.
Well, as I told the court, I requested a Zoom hearing because I have COVID. So there's no way I can.
In a vehicle with a hat on, no mask. Oh.
I am inside my vehicle right now.
What'd you say?
I said yes, because I'm inside my vehicle right now. I work outside. I'm away from the general public.
Did you go to the hospital regarding the COVID diagnosis?
Excuse me?
Have you been to the doctor regarding the COVID diagnosis?
It's against my religion.
Okay, so here's what you're going to do. Then I'm going to say, okay, you've got COVID. I want you here. When's our last block?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock today. Wear a mask if you're going to represent yourself.
I can't make that. Is there a later date?
Oh, yeah, you can. 3 o'clock.
3:30, I can make that.
This is not some soft, hand-holding judge he's dealing with. This is Judge Simpson, and once you start playing games with his time, he will happily rearrange your schedule for you. Ignore his orders, and your weekend instantly goes from maybe hanging out with friends to state-issued jumpsuit and metal bunk. Sovereign citizen script or not, he's not impressed, and he's not afraid to prove it. Tariq thinks this is a negotiation, but Judge Simpson is already reminding him whose name is on the wall and whose name is on the case file.
I'll be here at 3 o'clock.
Well, I'll be there at 3:30, and if there's any issue, then
okay, and at 3 o'clock, I may issue a bench warrant. Be here at 3 o'clock. I'll pass this matter. Thank you.
There's no bench warrant to be issued because this court didn't have.
Okay, I'll determine that at 3 o'clock.
The court
See you at 3 o'clock. Thank you.
This court does not have jurisdiction.
You're welcome, Mr. Feaster. Cut his line. Why don't we do this? Give me about 3 minutes. I'm going to take a recess, then I'm going to come back because everything's going downhill, and it's those two guys' fault.
Let this sink in. Just because you can string big words together doesn't mean you've formed a legal argument. This is what happens when nobody steps in early and says, buddy, that's not how any of this works. He's tossing around phrases like color of law, and trust property like a kid mixing random chemicals in a cartoon lab. It sounds dramatic to him, but to the judge it's just nonsense with extra syllables. If legal theory could be measured, this would barely qualify as a glue-sniffed kindergarten project.
What's your name?
Tariq Samar Tariq, the executive of the Tariq Samar Tariq Living Trust. Last owner, Tariq Wilson Estate.
Sir, you indicated that you wish to represent yourself on this matter.
Yes.
All right. You understand at your arraignment you were given the charges that were have been filed against you?
I was given a charge. So if there were any additional, I was not given those charges. The only charge I got was a fleeing and eluding.
Fleeing and eluding third degree.
Third degree, correct. And if anything else was tallied onto that, I was not told.
I have one charge.
Okay.
That is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration and $1,000 fine plus court costs. The Secretary of State would be required upon your conviction to suspend your license for a period of 1 year. You understand that, sir?
I do, but I have some questions.
As soon as I get through this, you have indicated that you wish to represent yourself. I have to advise you that there are some dangers in you representing yourself. You understand that, sir?
I do comprehend.
And you understand that if you proceed to represent yourself, that the court is not going to assist you to understand the procedures or anything regarding the court proceeding, that you will be responsible for that, and I will be holding you to the same standard that I would be holding the attorneys in the room in terms of even ruling on evidence or anything along those lines in regard to the procedure and the process. You understand that, sir?
Correct. I comprehend.
All right. You also, so I will ask you again, do you still continue to wish to represent yourself in this matter?
Yes, I will be defending myself.
You understand also, sir, that should you change your mind and could not afford to hire an attorney and wish to be represented by an attorney, the court would consider making sure that you are afforded counsel. You understand that?
I comprehend.
How do you wish to proceed on this matter, sir?
First, I want to like an oral motion for dismissal based on the fact of the lack of probable cause and also the lack of personal and subject matter jurisdiction based on the fact that this is a trust matter from the name to the private conveyance that was stolen by the third party, Wall Street Towing, and impounded on the colorful law actions of Officer Trowbridge of the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Department.
I will never stop being amused by the sovereign citizen obsession with fake trusts. They honestly believe that by declaring the judge or clerk a fiduciary or trustee, they can somehow shut down the entire court. Step 1. Invent a fantasy legal structure. Step 2. Announce that everyone now works for your imaginary paperwork. Step 3. Act outraged when nobody takes it seriously. Your trust exists only in your head and on badly formatted documents, and it doesn't override criminal law, traffic laws, or basic reality, no matter how many times you say it.
Also, I have not been able to, as of Constitution Amendment 6, being able to face my accuser, with the state of Michigan being a fictitious entity and there's no injured party. There's no crime that has been committed. And again, to the probable cause of the initial stop and the arrest cannot be proven. There was no probable cause for the arrest or stop. There was no warrant on hand for the arresting officer to conduct an arrest. And even more so, again, as I stated, this is trust property. So this court doesn't have jurisdiction to adjudicate over the foreign trust.
Done. Finish.
Oh, no, actually, I was also moving to place you and the clerk as fiduciaries over the trust. And I'll be able to supply you all with the adequate assurance certificate of security to settle and offset the charges.
Here's the real question. Have these legendary stacks of evidence ever helped him or any of his fellow sovereign citizen brain donors win a single case? Not one internet warrior has walked into a courtroom, dropped a binder on the table, and watched the judge say, "My mistake, you're free to go." Judges see those documents and instantly recognize the copy-paste nonsense they've seen 100 times before. It's not a magic shield, it's just paperwork cosplay that wastes time and impresses absolutely no one in that room.
Well, you will be doing nothing to me and nothing to my clerk. So whatever that motion was, that's denied. As to your other motion regarding all of that, quite frankly, it doesn't make any sense. We haven't even had the probable cause hearing. There will be a determination at the next stage as to whether or not there's probable cause regarding the charges.
I was told this was a probable cause hearing,
This is a probable cause hearing.
so I don't understand what you're saying.
I know you don't understand.
They're not having a probable cause.
Pardon?
You said that no probable cause was had, but then you said that this is a probable cause hearing.
You have not had your preliminary examination, at which there will be a determination as to whether or not there's probable cause to believe that the crime has been committed and you committed it. That is the next stage. That has not happened. So to the extent that your motion is even valid, which I do not believe that it is, and certainly you may raise it at a later date, but to the extent that it's valid, at least at this point, your motion is premature, and therefore your motion is denied. Anything else?
Well, lastly, I want to also put on the record, I wasn't able to provide all my exhibits based on, as I told you, I was
You weren't able to do what?
provide my exhibits
To whom?
to the court to help for my defense, the evidences.
You haven't had a hearing yet.
I comprehend it. I'm just saying that I usually have my documents precede me before any hearings take place, and I wasn't able to because I was under the weather. That was my point.
If I were him, I'd treat that warning like a fire alarm. This calm, controlled version of Judge Simpson you're seeing right now, this is him being patient. This is him giving a grown man one last chance to act like one. I've watched enough of his cases to know that when people keep pushing, he stops explaining and starts sentencing. And that big officer park between Tarek and the exit isn't just scenery. He's the one who escorts stubborn sovereign citizens straight to the timeout section of the county jail when they learn the hard way that attitude is not a defense.
So they will be here, if not by the end of the day in the drop-off box, and you'll have more tomorrow. But you all will be served with the proper documents, and the taxes as well will be filed on the case.
Okay. Anything else?
No, not at this time.
All right. So how would you like to proceed next on this?
I'm entering a plea of demurrer.
Okay, you've already done that.
I've already entered a plea of demurrer. I'm not sure when that took place other than right now.
That took place on the arraignment on the complaint, sir.
I never pleaded demurrer.
You stood mute, you stood demure. You don't even know what that means. You're just using words and have no concept as to what they mean.
Demurrer and mute are two separate things, but that's neither here nor there.
No, they're not. You have no legal degree. They are not,
Don't need to.
they are not,
I'm not here.
they are virtually the same thing. So where do you wish to proceed now?
As I stated, my
Do
motion,
you wish this set for preliminary examination? Your motions have been
I
denied.
wish for the prosecution to provide the evidence that any of this needs.
You don't have discovery on this case. Is that what you're asking?
I'm not asking for discovery whatsoever.
So what are you asking for?
I stated that the prosecution needs to prove that a crime was committed, and they also need to show and prove that there is an injured party for the crime to have even been committed.
As I've indicated, you will have that hearing. Do you wish to have discovery?
Discovery should be provided regardless. There's no wish about
Do
it.
you wish to have
Discovery should be
discovery?
provided.
Don't play word games with me.
I'm not playing.
Mr. Allen,
Discovery
not play word games with me. You're playing with the wrong judge. You can smile and smirk all you want.
I'm not trying.
I'm giving you your warning.
This whole no personal jurisdiction speech is straight out of the sovereign citizen parking lot government playbook. These are the same people who hold official meetings behind some chain restaurant, pretend to indict real officials, and then mail out paperwork nobody ever responds to. It's like student council elections run by people who never actually graduated. Those officials don't show up to their fake courts for the same reason Judge Simpson isn't buying this guy's argument. Shouting jurisdiction doesn't magically erase real laws or real consequences.
I will ask you again. Do you wish to have discovery provided to you?
Yes.
Do we have copies of discovery available that can be provided to this defendant?
Your Honor, I know that the PD was representing this individual. I don't have copies right now.
I got you. Okay. So are there copies of the police report as well as other discovery that's in the hands of the public defender's office?
I do see traffic stops and discovery videos onto our program.
All right.
Documents.
All right. Those need to be gotten to the defendant.
Yes, sir.
How soon can those be gotten to the defendant?
I can get those in hopefully by tomorrow around.
You have an address for him to send those to him?
Yes, I do. I can confirm it with him too.
All right. What do you have as the address? Do you have an address on, is it Share?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay.
141.
Okay, gotcha. All right. You'll make sure that that is sent to him.
I will.
You also have an email address so that all things can be emailed to him also.
I do, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Sir, did you wish to then have another PCC, or did you wish to proceed immediately to preliminary examination?
I would like to first have a jurisdiction hearing,
What kind of jurisdiction here?
personal and subject matter.
Okay. Go ahead and raise it because I can deal with it right now. What's the personal jurisdiction?
This court, as well as the state, lacks personal jurisdiction. I'm simply here under threat and duress of coercion of you, saying that you would hope put out a bench warrant for my arrest.
And here we go again, confidently misusing the Constitution like it's a choose-your-own-adventure book. Article 1, Section 10, Clause 2 has to do with states slapping taxes on imports and exports, not your car, not your trust, and definitely not your decision to flee from a traffic stop. His vehicle didn't get impounded because of some secret contract conspiracy. It got impounded because he ran from the cops. Citing the wrong clause with total confidence doesn't make you look educated. It just proves you've done loud research, not real research.
The subject matter in regards to the name as well as the vessel that was used is, again, under, it was conveyed and is held and protected within the trust. And according to Article 1, Section 10, and Clause 2 of the United States Constitution, there could be no legislative laws that could intercede or to interrupt the functioning of a contract, which the trust is and is properly properly functioning at this time.
Of course he'll be there, because somewhere deep in that hollow skull, he knows his position is as weak as his grasp of basic civics. All this talk about trust court dates and corporate fictions disappears the moment a real bench warrant gets signed. If he skips his actual court date, the only jurisdiction he'll be arguing about is whether his cell is top bunk or bottom bunk. The court has personal jurisdiction, it has subject matter jurisdiction, and no amount of word salad is going to magically cancel either one.
With that,
All right, so here's what we'll do, because you're rambling again. So what we will do is you will put all of your jurisdictional arguments in writing, because you're wrong. So we might as well get it in writing that you're wrong. because I have subject matter jurisdiction over you and I have personal jurisdiction over you under the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Michigan. So if you want to put your objections to jurisdiction in writing, you may do so, and then I will address those in due course.
Awesome. So that would be the next step, and I can get those in today.
No, that is not the next step. Either you're going to have another PCC. If you want me to set it for a hearing, I'll set it for a hearing.
Yeah, for the jurisdiction.
But I have nothing to set a hearing on. You have not filed anything regarding jurisdiction.
Okay, so for right now, as of this moment, PCC is fine, and then I will file the proper documents for the jurisdictional hearing. Gotcha.
So I'll adjourn the probable cause conference in this case, April 25th, 2024 at 3 p.m.
Is it possible to get another week for
person
to provide to accumulate my documents for my defense?
Is there what?
Is it possible to have that extended out another week so that I can provide my?
I'm going to set it 25th.
I mean, I was on the call. I've heard you give multiple counsels extended times. So what is the bias?
I have no bias against you, sir.
Well, I'm simply asking for
I'm
a reasonable
setting the date.
So
Of 2 weeks out. You can have your motion together, file your motion. I will be able to address your motion at that time so that we can get this headed to a PCC, to a preliminary examination.
Just for the record, I'll put it on the record that I object. But under threat, duress, or coercion, again.
Your objection is noted.
Right, and under threat and duress and coercion, I'll be here.
And that's where we'll leave it for now. We'll be seeing this guy again on April 25th, and honestly, I'm genuinely curious what new constitutional nonsense he's going to invent before then. If this is part one of his sovereign citizen saga, the sequel might be even worse for him and even better for us to watch. If you enjoyed watching Judge Simpson dismantle this clown show, hit the like button. If you didn't, you can hit dislike. It still feeds the algorithm. Drop your favorite facepalm moment in the comments.